So I did a thing. I wrote a book. It still feels super strange to say that out loud, but here we are. And I am flying tonight to Amsterdam to meet with my brother who is doing the illustrations for this book. This trip feels like the last chapter of a journey that has been both painful and healing. And I knew going in that writing this book would mean getting in touch with a lot of emotions and dark places that I've been, sitting with a lot of uncomfortable feelings. But it was a lot more challenging than I expected. I don't think I mentioned much here on YouTube about writing a book, but it has been a big part of what I've been doing for the last 6 months. I wrote it because there are parts of living with chronic illness that doesn't get talked about enough. It's the reality that many of us live with. It's the painful moments, the frustrations, the resilience. Writing this book was a way of giving voice to those experiences, not just for myself, but for anyone feeling alone in this struggle. And now the last step is those illustrations, and it just makes it so real, and I am so excited to go on this trip. So tonight we are going to get on a flight to Amsterdam, and I'm taking you guys with me. Good morning, guys. Today I am meeting my brother at his office, and let me show you. This is his business, Pan Architects. We're meeting here to go over the drawings. He showed me the drawings last night, and oh my gosh, they are absolutely gorgeous. But all the drawings now need to be digitalized so that I can get them into the book. And there's also one drawing missing that he's going to draw today. So I'm gonna show you around his office, and he agreed to do like a little interview with me just about how he drew the illustrations and how long it took. And he'll also show his office around a little bit. So let's go inside. So we're here in the office. We're gonna start working on the illustrations. The girls are hard at work as well with their beautiful pictures. You wanna show your picture?
Yeah.
You see there? And I was gifted this one. And look how pretty, all the colors.
You got also
All the art supplies.
So this is an image I found. that
That's
I
the
like.
inspiration.
That's the inspiration. I opened it up in Photoshop. And there are several approaches. You can draw the contour, making markings. It's all about making markings. Photorealism doesn't work, you shouldn't even try it. So it's all about the type of markings that you do. And you have to be kind of consistent, like with your markings also, so that they pertain the same style. And on the foreground, I will try to depict more individual shapes of the small branches. Some of these lines are on the bright areas. Some of them are meant, like the hatched areas, are meant to be in a darker value. So now I need to introduce those values to the drawing. And this gives me the opportunity to improve the overall structure. Even though the lines look a bit disorganized by now, a lot of them are placed with intent. And here's the thing about this type of drawings is that it's not, because they are so sketchy, and it's the nature of the sketch, is that the mark you leave on the paper is so important, because it tells almost as much about what you're consciously seeing as what you're unconsciously feeling about how you're feeling about the drawing. And if you're honest about that and you let really the mark be placed on the paper, it's gonna come very truthful in the end. Even though the lines look a bit disorganized by now, a lot of them are placed with intent. Obviously, because it's such an ad hoc, such a spontaneous method, you can go completely wrong. And I'm switching to brush. It's way too, so I'm looking for a much lighter value. And that's the beauty of the Chinese ink, is that it behaves very much like a watercolor. And let's see. So now I'm filling in the values. Here's a nice story for you. You know, the way this ink was produced in the past is that they will cook cow piss.
Piss?
Urine.
Wow.
So this was urea. This was the cow urine will be cooked, and the soot that was left in the bottom
Became the ink.
that's
The pigment.
This incredible dark pigment, and they used to manufacture this in this way until not so long ago. So when I was a student, it was still done like that. Now obviously it's synthetic, so you have to take care, because quality can differ also on the synthetic inks.
That is fantastic. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow, guys, I cannot wait for you to see this book finished. I'm hoping to have this published sometime in December. This all needs to be. Are you done digitalizing, or you still need to?
In Photoshop, except
this one,
which we made now today.
Yes, the one that you just saw. So it all needs to be digitalized, and then I have to put it into the manuscript and then send that to Amazon. They need to approve it. I need to print a proof copy, make sure that everything looks how it's supposed to look, and then you can publish.
I know, doesn't work.
drinking. Hi. Dag Stella. Aftellen. 3. 1.